Yeah, I know. So yeah, we're picking them up slowly. Got a bunch. Season 3, bonehead trapping. Let's get into it. Around here. That's pretty cool. Been a while. Fur won't be awesome on this one, but oh, and it just broke the cable. I set 2 traps there. I'm gonna show you that first one. Now I set it out in the open so I can see it a little better. I'm probably 5-6 yards away from the woods. Wind's blowing in this direction. It predominantly does. It comes this way or it blows in this direction. So which is gonna go right to that tree, if that's where they like to go, if they got a den in there, whatever. So 1 trap there, and then I went over here trying to find what I thought was the best looking trail that looked like they were using. There's a lot of little trails. This trail looked like small game, kind of zigs back and forth. So I figured right there would be another one. I'll show you the bait I'm using this year. Now, I'm not very worried about scent control with raccoons. It doesn't seem to bother them. Not that they can't smell you, I just don't think they care about you at all. They want your food. So I'm going to be using this Funk or Funky, however you want to say it, Raccoon Delight. I used it last year. I really liked it. I could pick it up in my Rural King. I think it's $6 for a bottle. Bottle could normally set me at least 24 sets. So I bought 2 bottles. That should be plenty. And then the lure that I'm going to be using this year for raccoons, I always throw out some fish oil. That always seems to work really good. Berry smells always seem to really work. But I'm mainly using old lure from last year because I bought so much new lure this year. So I think on this set I put mink lure, just mink lure from Hawbakers, and then on the other one I put Hoosiers Long Distance. So let's see what we got tomorrow there. Let's move on. All right, so the first trap here, I've got those funky berry pellets in there again, and I put some Tree Climber, which is like a Fisher Martin lure, but like I said, I'm using up all my old stuff. And then I set one over here. Same thing, those funky berry pellets, and that one I put Gusto on it. So if you've never used Gusto, it's a long distance call lure from Cavens, you should use it. That stuff is wicked strong. It works for a lot of different animals. Raccoons love it, but as it gets colder, I like using it for the coyotes and the fox. Fox seem to really like it too, so good lure. Let's move on. Okay, I gang set this location just because it's just real thick, real dense, but I don't know if you can tell, but I got a real good game trail going right through here, leading towards the road. So I got a DP right there. That one's got the Sweet Success. It's got this stuff in it. And Bango Tango. Got a tree stand here from my father. All right, let's show you. I saw one more trap set. Here's another one right here. This is on a main trail that I believe this is the one that they're using, but that one's got the berry pellets, and it has mink lure, no, not mink lure, deep long distances on that. I have another one over there on that tree. I don't know if you can see, it's a real small tree. Another little trail over there. I put another DP there. It has the pellets on it, and that one has long distance also. And then this one I need to put something on. This is on that main trail, so I'm going to put Sweet Success and mink lure. That's it. Now, a little piece of advice. All 4 of these traps I strapped them to the tree the way I showed you. Pay attention. Make sure you got branches, because raccoons can climb And sure enough, if you don't pay attention, you're going to come and find that you have a raccoon way up in the tree, because it will climb all the way up there. So the highest this raccoon can get is up about right here, which I can still handle it. I make sure that every tree I strap to, there's at least a branch or two. And if you don't have branches on the tree you're strapped to, bang a nail in there or a screw or something, so you don't have to get a ladder out to go get your raccoon the next morning. So tomorrow will be first check day on these 14 traps, so tomorrow. All right, y'all. I'm kind of surprised that my check day 1 has not been going so good. I have just checked 15 traps with nothing in them, and on my last trap I did get 1 raccoon. So it was kind of cold last night. It's where I gang set and where I had 4 traps. That's where I ended up with this raccoon. So here we go. First one of the season. We'll get this guy taken care of, get this trap reset, and get off to work. As soon as we have the clock change, we won't be checking traps in the complete darkness, but for right now this is just what we got to do. So got a pretty dark colored fur on it, looks beautiful for his first one, so we'll get it taken care of and we'll move on. Second coon from this spot, not from this trap but from this spot. Yeah, cool. Picked up a possum, picked up a coon this morning, so we'll get this guy taken care of and move on. We're starting to get them. It's been a slow start to the season, but we are starting to pick some up. So yep, I'll get this guy taken care of and move on down the line. All right, check day 4, starting off a little bit better. Got a coon over by my house. Cool, glad we picked this guy up. I've been kind of confused as to why these traps haven't been working, but looks like we got one today. He's chewing on himself, so I'm gonna get him taken care of and move on down the line. Still got a good bit of traps to check. So coon number 3 already, and just got 1 possum and 3 coons so far around my place. So keep working them, keep getting them down. All right, guys. Well, my summertime traps are producing. I got my house right here. I got a coon right here in this trap. He's just digging away. And then I got one down here on this trap. So the 3 that I have by my house, I've caught 2 in the second night. So we'll get these guys taken care of, and then we got 2 more down the driveway to check. All this is designed to protect them, and I caught, I think, 18 raccoons around my house last year, and they're still coming. So we'll talk more about that later, but we got 2 first night. So all right, let's move on. To catch a coon. One of my backyard coons. Let me see over here what we got. See if anything's digging this up. Nope, plenty of bait. I got some over there that I can't see yet, but we got a coon here. Makes coon number 4 from around the house. Cool. Not a monster, but it is what we were shooting for. We're looking for them coons. So I'm surprised that these ones didn't catch earlier. It's been a week and it's actually been pretty slow. So I'm hoping it changes. Yeah, we'll get this coon taken care of. Like I said, number 4, and we'll move on down the line. This is kind of what I was talking about, when you make sure that if that coon can climb, you can't climb all that far. So he's only 3 feet off the ground, so that's safe. We can get to him. It's a small tree anyway that I have it strapped to, but that's what I was talking about. That's the kind of stuff they like to do. So we'll get this guy taken care of, and got one more over there I can't quite see yet. So all right, move on down the line. Well, last time we picked up a coon in that trap over there. I don't see anything. Let me check this one over here real quick. See if it got played with. Don't look like it. Nope, nothing in there, but we do got one over here. So picking them up, it's been slow. I thought I would do a little better than this, but we're getting them. I think this makes, where we at, six raccoons already this year. So all right, we'll get this one taken care of, and still got a bunch of traps to check. We might have some more. All right, here we go. Picked up a raccoon this morning. It's not a huge one, but man, it's a feisty one. hunting today. It's November 11th, so I'm going to be moving on here. I'm going to get this guy taken care of and see if we got any more. This is one of the first traps in the morning, so it might be a good day. I don't know. Hopefully the canines moved. I finally got some canine sets out. It'd be sweet to actually catch some, you know. So I think this is raccoon number 9, number 10. I'm somewhere in there. So yep, let's get it moving on. All right, we're looking at a decent sized one here. Slowly picking them up. We got one. Let's see. We got one down there yesterday, and we got one here today. So yeah, I know. So yeah, we're picking them up slowly. Got a bunch more traps to check. We're gonna get it going, get them taken care of. So cleaning up the property though, that's nice. That's a decent sized coon right there. So we'll get him taken care of and move on down the line. I think this makes let me see. 3, 4. This will be the 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of this field. So starting to pick them up slowly. So nice, protecting those turkeys. All right, got my little culvert check over here, and I got a raccoon. Got one jammed down in there. Doesn't look very big, but I was surprised. This culvert's real kind of closed in, but I don't know. You can see that guy down there. He's in the rocks, but I'm gonna get him taken care of. I have another trap over there. That's the one I kind of expected to hit, but looks like this one hit. So I'll get this guy taken care of and move on down the line. I think we're up to 12 or 13 raccoons now. So yeah, I caught that one by 2 hands. You know, that happens. So all right, guys, that's going to do it for episode 1. Just catching raccoons and possums. No skunks yet. No coyotes yet. No fox yet. No bobcat. Nothing like that yet. So I did get some canine sets out. I think I have something contaminated. Every single one of my canine sets is getting dug up. So thankfully I haven't put that many out yet before I recognize the problem. So I'm going to try to see if it's the underalls that I'm using, which I'm using pillow stuffing. I don't know if it got contaminated or if my wax sand is contaminated. I'm not really sure, so I'm going to be digging into that. So that's the bad news. The good news is a property that I've been trapping on for a while just got leased out by a new person, and they went through and brush hogged a whole bunch of stuff. So my cable restraint season is looking real promising in a lot of different areas. It's a lot of land that he has now, so, and I got permission to trap it, so I'm really excited about that. So let's see if we can get those traps figured out. I'll make another episode about that, kind of just showing some of the problems and hopefully the solution in the next one. So God bless, tight chains, and I'll see you all in the next one.